FSSAI has finally notified the draft regulation to amend the Food Safety and Standards Regulation 2011 for bringing in more clarity on standards for milk and milk products. This amendment in FSS 2011 covers three major pain points of honest dairy processors and consumers. First one is related to the menace of analogs. The manufacturers were adding vegetable oils and other non-dairy ingredients and still selling those in the name of dairy nomenclature as mentioned under FSS regulations. This led to a great confusion in the minds of consumers due to their ignorance. Cheese, paneer, cream, butter and cooking media in the guise of pure dairy products were being sold at much cheaper prices. It clearly comes under mislabeling or food frauds. The second issue is with inadequate testing methods as well as standards for ghee. The existing standards were insufficient for testing adulteration of ghee with edible oils. This has created a huge market of cheap ghee with edible oil adulteration. The new testing method will bring more transparency to the standards as well as testing procedures. Industry will have to invest in next generation technologies to test for ghee purity. The third amendment actually protects the honest manufacturers of dairy products. The consumer may not be aware of labeling and declarations, and she also doesn't have time to do so. The permission of using a dairy specific logo will help consumers to identify the dairy products easily and take a conscious call to purchase what she intends to purchase in the chosen dairy product category. Private sector is buying milk from rupees 19 to 21 per litre in Maharashtra. Private sector will be reducing the price further to rupees 18 per litre soon. It is due to huge stocks of SMP and butter in the state. Industry sources confirm a huge stock of 60 to 70,000 metric ton of SMP in Maharashtra alone. The private sector in the state has requested a bailout package for the industry. State cooperatives in the country has also got around 1,70,000 metric ton of SMP stocks, which is 62% more than the last year. They also have 104,000 metric ton of butter and 22,000 metric ton of ghee, which is almost 50% higher than the last year's stocks. These state cooperatives have approached the government to give export subsidy to clear this stock. The government may also distribute these stocks through Anganwadi, schools, colleges and hospitals to COVID patients. An export subsidy of rupees 500 crores for milk powder at rupees 50 per kg could help in clearing 100,000 metric ton of SMP stocks. India's exports of dairy products soared to 3,376 crores or 1,80,688 metric ton in 2018-19 because of export subsidy. The government will have to take a decision fast as flush season is approaching. High milk production and huge stocks of SMP and butter would kill the dream of Atmanirbhar dairying at least. The government could always divert unused funds lying under DAHD, DIDF, NDP2 schemes etc. Farmer survival or expansion of dairy infrastructure for processing is just a matter of priorities. Center for Science and Environment CSC's new assessment of antibiotic misuse in the dairy sector says milk is not safe. FSSAI conducted a national level milk adulteration survey in 2018. The survey showed that 1.2% of the samples had antibiotic residue above the permissible limits. Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra and UP were amongst the top 3 states with highest level of antibiotic residues in milk. Most farmers CSC spoke to did not know about withdrawal period. Farmer must not sell milk from their cattle during this period as it can increase chances of antibiotic residues in milk. CSC's assessment shows that dairy farmer indiscriminately use antibiotics for diseases such as mastitis, which is an inflammation of the udder. Often these include critically important antibiotics or CIAs. The WHO has warned that these antibiotics should be preserved in view of the growing crisis of antibiotic resistance, commonly known as AMR. CSC has suggested a series of measures such as limiting misuse of antibiotics, particularly CIAs, which are being used by humans also, and no use of HPCIAs, modifying existing standards for antibiotic residues in milk accordingly, ensuring antibiotics are not available without prescription, and undertaking routine surveillance of antibiotic residues in milk. Narendra Modi government plans to increase the quality checks on milk, edible oil, honey, meat and poultry. This was told by FSSAI's new CEO, Shri Arun Singhal. It was his first media interaction. It will also identify the hotspots where such adulteration takes place. Milk, edible oil, honey, meat and poultry are identified most sensitive products in terms of food safety in the beginning. The scope of surveillance to identify hotspots and national level surveys for milk and edible oils will be planned at big scale. FSSAI will also be focusing on periodic inspections and third-party audits of FBOs. FSSAI has already approved 30 rapid food testing kits and devices to ensure food testing at the fields. The samples may not be sent to laboratory for further testing. Reliance Group has reached the final stages of negotiation to take over Big Bazaar. As per the market reports, the deal is likely to be structured around Rs 27,000 crores. This acquisition would create significant consolidation in India's retail market. Kishore Biyani has been building his organized retail business since the late 80s. In 91, Biyani opened the first Big Bazaar store in India. Big Bazaar became synonymous to emergence of modern trade in India. This deal will make RIL a leader in brick and mortar space in India across categories such as fashion, groceries and merchandise. Reliance Retail operates close to 11,784 stores split across value fashion, footwear, premium fashion, grocery, jewelry, electronics, connectivity, etc. Dairy and food companies launched a large number of healthy products during the lockdown period in the name of immunity boosters. Ayush Ministry also ran extensive awareness campaigns to promote use of immunity boosters like haldi, tulsi, ginger, etc. Dairy industry took this opportunity to launch flavored milk and ice creams with these variants. Such product launches were not limited to food industry, but companies launched immunity boosting textiles as well as mattresses. Advertising Standard Council of India (ASCI) as well as FSSAI took a serious note of all such claims. FSSAI put most of the products with immunity boosting claims under its scanner for verification. It includes immunity fighting immuno bread, khakra, chawanprash and haldi flavored ice creams and biryanis. Modern Foods, CRM Textiles and Arihant Mattresses have removed their advertising campaigns with immunity boosting claims. Mother Dairy is the only dairy company in the country to offer products spanning across fruits, vegetables, edible oils, milk and dairy products and packaged sweets to the consumers. Mother Dairy is targeting to reach Rs 25,000 crore turnover by 2025. Talking about the brand's offering, Mr. Sangram Chaudhary, Managing Director Mother Dairy said, "Sweets and celebrations are integral to the Indian society. But with the current situation, safety has become the new norm and food safety too has evolved as the prime concern of masses. The sweets portfolio of Mother Dairy consists of milk cake and orange mawa barfi, frozen rasmalai, gulab jamun and rasagulla. The leading dairy brand has further expanded its breakfast basket by launching bread. Breads will be available as sandwich bread, brown bread and a first in category milk and fruit bread for kids. The company is targeting a revenue of Rs 100 crore from bread segment over the next 3 years.
Thanks for watching Dairy News 7x7 channel with news update from last 7 days. To continue receiving update from this channel, I Kuldeep Sharma request you to subscribe this channel and share and like the video, and also don't forget to press the bell icon. Thank you.